I'm your president. Thank you for coming and joining our Toastmaster activity today. Now, I call the meeting to order. Let's welcome our Miss Toastmaster of the day, Miss Naya.
Thank you, Mr. President, for the change. And I'm so glad. To stand in front of you all as your Toastmaster today. Before we come to the next session, let me introduce our grammarian today. And our grammarian today is Miss Siva. And Miss Siva, please explain your class.
Thank you very much for Miss Naya. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
I am Rifa, the grammarian for today's meeting. My responsibility are to introduce new word to member and to comment on the use the English during the meeting. Okay, thank you. Back to Toastmaster.
Okay, thank you, Miss Eva. And then I'll invite our accounter today is Miss Gia. Miss Gia is explaining.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Dia. Will be to a counter. My job is to count down how many times you use filler during you deliver your speech. Example: so, etc. Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Gia. And the last one, our timer today, Mr. Mardan. Mardan, please explain yourself.
Thank you, Ms. Toastmaster. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Mardan. I will your timer for today. I will keep track of your time. For impromptu speech, the time is 1 until 2 minutes, and for prepared speech, the time is 4 until 6 minutes. I have signal here. When I show you the green sign, it means that you have 2 minutes left. When I show you the yellow sign, it means that you have 1 minute left. When I show you the red sign, it means that your time is up and you have to stop speaking. Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mardan. And now we come to the drawing session. It will be led by Miss Rifa and Miss Rifa have the series.
Thank you for Miss Toastmaster. Okay guys, in this time
extravagant example of public speaking.
Okay, thank you. Next, Miss Rani, please talk.
Today, the member of Toastmaster look extravagant performing their roles.
Okay, thank you. Next, Miss Naya, please talk.
Indonesia has extravagant tourism.
Next, Miss Yani.
We must believe that we can become the extravagant speaker if we try to make an improvement.
Next, Mr. Biat.
One day, I want to be a extravagant programmer.
Okay, next, Mr. Marat.
My job is extravagant.
Next, Mr. Khairul.
I have a dream to make an extravagant search engine better than Google.
Mr. Nedi, please talk.
One day, I will make extravagant internet network in Indonesia.
Okay, thank you. Next, Miss Rizky.
Performance of Justin Bieber on TV always extravagant.
Okay, next, Miss Surga.
I love violin instrument, and for me, violin instrument is so extravagant.
Next, Miss Bia, please talk.
I have parents extravagant.
Okay, thank you. Next, Miss Ai.
Become a member of Toastmaster training is one of the extravagant experience.
Okay, next, Miss Yoga.
Our Toastmaster
Miss Mala.
Our Toastmaster activity is the most extravagant event that I ever had.
Next, Miss Tessa.
We'll be an extravagant speaker if you want to try.
Thank you. Next, Miss Lina.
I believe all of you as extravagant students from STTIND Padang will make breakthrough in inventing sophisticated and advanced technology someday.
Thank you. The next, Miss Melda. Please go.
We all are the extravagant public speaker studied today.
Okay, guys. Thank you very much for your attention. The word today, extravagant, and I beg to Miss Toastmaster.
Thank you, Miss Iva. And now we come to the next session, table topic master. And Miss Rani, as our table topic master, will lead the activity. Rani, have you seen?
Okay, good afternoon everybody. I'm Rani. I'm your table topic master for this session. I will give you some questions, and seven special speakers will answer the question. And now we come to the question number 1. How would you describe your childhood? To answer the question, I invite Mr. Marna.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My childhood is fun. I like fighting, basket, and swimming. Many
your favorite celebrity and why? To answer the question, I invite Mr. Dedi. Mr. Dedi.
Thank you, Ms. Toastmaster. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I get a question and I will answer it. Who is your favorite celebrity and why? I know you have a favorite celebrity, but I choose one. I choose neutral. You know? No. He is a drummer. He's have popular song. Garuda di dadaku. Why I choose him? Because him like my motivator. Him not a drummer before. He's a guitarist, but he never give up. And some people call him Indonesian drummer. Thank you.
Thank you for Mr. Dedi. And now we come to the question number 3. Who is the first motivator in your life and why? To answer the question number 3, I invite Miss Gia. Miss Gia. My motivator is Dia Kim because she has an extravagant spirit and ability in dancing. One day, I want to be like her. Thank you. Thank you for Miss Dia. And now we come to the question number 4. Are you happy with yourself and why? To answer the question number 4, I invite Miss Rifa.
Thank you for Mr. Toastmaster. I will answer the question. Are you happy with yourself? Yes, I am happy. And why? Because if I become another person, I cannot convenient, and it's not myself. Okay, thank you.
Thank you for Miss Rifa. And now we come to the question number 5. What is something that you will never do and why? Okay, I'm sorry. Next question. The question number 6. If you become the chief of STTIND Padang someday, what will you do and why? To answer the question, I invite to Mr. Bian.
Good afternoon, guys. If I become the chief STTIND someday, the first I will make all students participate activity to any kind of activity, not only studying. I will complete the facilities of the program, and last I will make them proud of me by enrolling my study here. And I want to make the collect to be extravagant collect. Thank you.
Thank you to Mr. Bian. And now we come to the question number 7. If you first question, I invite Mr. Cairo.
Hello, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
I have question. I can answer. If I become the Indonesian president someday, what I will you do? If I become a president, I will pay the debt of the country, and I will make a free education for my people, and then I will make the job opportunity for our people in the order to decrease unemployment. Okay, thanks very much.
Okay, we have 6 questions for table topic session today. Thank you for Mr. Dian, Mr. Mada, Mr. Cairo, Miss Rifa, and Miss Dia, Mr. Dedi. Thank you, and Miss Toastmaster.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Tammy. For the next session, it's time for delivering the well-prepared speech. And our speaker today are Mr. Dedi, Miss Dia, Miss Tani, Miss Surga, Miss Rizky, Miss Kumala, and Miss Nisa. Before I invite our speakers, I'll invite Miss Ai as well prepared speech evaluator for Mr. Dedi, Miss Tani, Miss Dia, Miss Surga, and Miss Rizky to explain the objective that will evaluate it. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Now I will give you a evaluator for 5 speaker, and I will read the objective of the project one. The first one, to begin speaking for an audience, and the second, to discover speaking skills you already have and skills that need some attention. And you have to deliver it in 4 to 6 minutes. That's it all. Thank you. Miss Toastmaster. And now I'll invite Miss Nessa as a well-prepared speech evaluator for Miss Kumala and Miss Nisa to explain the objective that will be evaluated.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you the summary of Project 8. First, an inspirational speech motivates an audience to improve personally, emotionally, professionally, or spiritually, and relies heavily on emotional skill. And it brings the audience together in a mood of fellowship and shared desire. Invites the audience enthusiasm, and then purposes a change or plan and appeals to the audience to adopt this change or the plan. And this speech will last longer than your previous talk, and so you may arrange and invite the audience the arrangement in advance and with your as president education for extra time. And the objectives are to inspire the audience by appealing to noble motives and challenging the audience to achieve the higher level of beliefs of achievement. And The second one, to appeal to the audience's needs and emotions using stories, anecdotes, and quotes to act drama. And in this session, you'll have 8 to 10 minutes to deliver your speech. Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you, Ms. Lisa. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our first speaker, Mr. Dedi.
Thank you for this Toastmaster. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
My name is Dedi Nasution. I was born in Suria, 1995. No one was in Suria? No. No, this is a village area. If I not from there, maybe I did not see. Okay. I am a second child for 5 siblings. I have a twin. My twin major is agro-ecotechnology in Andalas University. He's very smart, handsome, but me very handsome. I have a hobby. My hobby is playing music. Elementary school, I can good playing guitar. This picture in me with girl is my my bassist. And my family is love music. My brothers can play and music. Sometimes the like of our vacation time, we playing in music band together. It's like a family band. Okay. In junior high school, I get a new experience. You know, karawitan musik, you know?
Yeah.
Yes. We can mix traditional music with gamelan. You know gamelan?
Yes.
Talempong, gandam. You can mix. In senior high school, you know, what collects the other middle school children playing, you know? Okay. In my band, I play, you know, I play the drum. I can play guitar. Some people said the band kid is handsome. I do not. No one else. I mean, my hobby else is playing game online. You can be said gamers. I ever saw operator this the internet, or cool name you can say about net. You know, about net. They then see the time so about net is sandals, slippers. You know. Some kids is always lost or exchange sandals, and some kids is losing sandal, and he go home no make slipper, you know, like chicken, no make sandals. But I never lose my sandal. Why? That's recruit high skill. You know? You know why? You know why? No. Yeah. Because I don't bring my sandal to the water. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Dedi. It's an extravagant speech. Now, I invite Miss Dia as our second speaker.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I will tell about Sawalunto. Sawalunto is a city West Sumatra, Indonesia. During the rule of the Hindia Belanda government, Sawalunto city was known as a coal mining town. Sawalunto city was left out after coal mining town stopped. And Sawalunto city was founded 1888. Many old buildings are preferred as Holland's heritage. Sawalunto city is called Kota Wisata Tambang yang Berbudaya. Some interesting places in Sawalunto. There are Cultural Center Building of Sawalunto, City Bukit Asam Unit Pertambangan Unilid, Museum Budaratum Sawalunto, Shrine Museum Sawalunto, Silo Sawalunto, Basuros Cave, and candidate tourist spot Sawalunto. And now there are Puncak Cemara, and Danau Biru, which is now widely visited and more popular in some social media such as Instagram. And you can locate Sawalunto in Instagram. Any question? Okay, thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Dia. We have heard some kid speech. And then I invite the third speaker, Miss Rani.
Good afternoon, everybody. Okay, this is the second time I stand here as a speaker of prepared speech. My name is Vidya Maharani. I am a student at Environmental Engineering, 3 years. In Environmental Engineering, I learned about how to process a waste. And this time, I came to tell you about sorting waste and make it commercial and valuable. You know, waste is divided into two, namely is organic waste and inorganic waste. Organic waste is biodegradable waste, and inorganic waste is not really biodegradable waste. Then I will give your information about sorting waste. Sorting waste can be started from our home. Starting is quite organic and inorganic. If you can finish sorting the waste can be recycled. First, for organic waste, we can make it fertilizer, which as compost. The compost can maybe the compost can be made very easily. You just need to let waste crush with nature, but do not dump it in the environment. And the second is inorganic waste. Inorganic waste can be processed into creativity of them as picture. Okay. Now we are ready how to sorting the waste, and is the process method. We know the economical value of waste. Can so for friends who want to benefit by processing waste, let's starting waste from your home and get profit and can reduce environment pollution. I think enough for today. Thank you. I send it to Toastmaster.
Thank you, Ms. Rani. This speech was really amazing. So, ladies and gentlemen, I invite Ms. Rizky as our fourth speaker. And thank you so much.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Rizky Nazia Lubis. You can call me Rizky. Okay. I will tell you a little bit about industrial engineering. Industrial engineering is concerned with the development, improvement, implementation, and evaluation of integrated system of people, money, knowledge, information, equipment, energy, material, and analysis. Industrial engineering in identical 5M plus 1E is material, man, method, machine, money, and energy. The first M is material. It's raw material which processed into half or fully processed product. The second M is man, is human research with needed to be direct and indirect words. The third M is machine, is a method used production process. It expand from raw material into a product. The fourth M is machine, device or machine used during the process of production. It can be manual or automatic machine. The fifth M is And finally, A is energy. It is an important requirement to run the 5M. Science without it, there is no product. Okay, I think that's all about industrial engineering. I hope it broadens our horizon in industrial engineering. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Ms. Rizky. The great speech.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I invite Ms. Surga as our fifth speaker. Time is yours.
Okay, hello everybody. I'm Surga Ivani. I'm industrial engineering. I want to tell you about industrial engineering. Choosing major for a job very important, and I think industrial engineering is the best choice for me. Why industrial engineering? Because industrial engineering about industrial engineering doesn't have specialist knowledge. Industrial engineering is study about management, engineering, mathematics, design, and integration thinking mindset. Integration system consists about human, machine, material, energy, and information. The catalog, system, and process, and industrial engineering must to observe the synchronization between system and process. Begin by planning we can do, and we can continue to check, and finally we can act, and the step is sustainable. Okay, then.
Thank you, Ms. Surga. I love the nice speech. And next, I invite Ms. Nisa as our sixth speaker. That is yours.
Okay, good afternoon, my extravagant audiences.
Good afternoon.
Please be prepared because now I'm about to offer a breakthrough in your lives. I would like to talk about a sophisticated community that can change you. Yes, it's Reading Circle community. I talked about this Reading Circle community yesterday, so I thought, why don't I talk more about this? So here I am. I will talk to you more about Reading Circle community. Okay, talking about a community, we must wonder why this community even exists, right? So let's talk about how RCC is established. Let's step back in time, like 2 years from now, 2 years ago, I mean. So, the establisher of SCC is Miss Lina. So when she was in college, she thought that she wanted an activity that is beneficial for her study and her life. And when she went to Australia, went abroad to her master's degree, she found that a community where the students seems like doing nothing, but they actually think critically. So it inspired her to establish one too. And when we study extensive reading, she offered to establish a reading circle community. So in February 2014, with 5 volunteer members, reading circle community is established. Okay, so what is the motto of reading circle community? The motto is achieving better future by having fun reading. So the community hope that we will have fun reading. We just read, we just have fun, but we will achieve better future. Okay? As I told you, just like this Toastmaster, RCC also have roles. So we have, first is group discussion leader. Group discussion leader is someone who leads the discussion, just like the Toastmasters. And then we have summarizer. The summarizer gives the summary of the story. So at the meeting, the summarizer will tell you again about the story, the summary of the story. So everyone will remember what they have read. And then we have wordmaster. Wordmaster job is to find difficult vocabulary. So in each meeting, we will have at least 5 new vocabulary. And then we have connector. What is connector? Yes, connector job is to connect. He or she should connect the story and the real life. So we find the connection between them. And we have passage person. What is this passage person? Passage person job is to find well-written passage, the key passage of the story. The passage, one passage that is important in that story. And then cultural connector. Cultural connector. When we talk about culture, of course, it's about culture. So we find the cultural aspect or historical background in that story, and we will talk about that later. Okay, now I will give you an example of how we in Reading Circle community, which is only read about children literature, interpret the story. I will tell you the story of Sleeping Beauty. Everyone, do you know the story of Sleeping Beauty? Yes. It's just a children's story, right? Yes. And it's just usual story. You know, every children know that. So the story begins when a king and a queen wanted to have a children. And the 12 wise women who have magic granted that wish. And a princess was born. And a big party was held. In the celebration, the wise women blessed the little princess with beauty, wisdom, joy, grace, and other good things. But the king forgot to invite one of the 12 wise women. So when that wise woman appeared, she blessed the little princess with a long deep sleep if the princess would prick herself with a spindle. So the king ordered all people in that country to destroy the spindle. But when the princess turned 15 years old, she wandered around the palace and found a place, a chamber. And she saw a woman with a spindle, because she doesn't know what spindle is, so she can't near the spindle. And then she pricked her finger to the spindle, and then fall in the deep sleep. The princess fell in 100 years of sleep, and she just woke up when the prince come and kissed her. And the prince and the princess getting married, and they live happily ever after. So, what can we get from this story? Anyone know? No? 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 Okay, first, it's just children's story which purpose is to entertain. Is that right? Yeah. The story is there to entertain the reader. Okay, that's correct. So, here we try to interpret the story. In Reading Circle, we discuss this simple story. So we discuss the first step. regarding the time of the story, it was such a long time ago where the magic still exists and there's still palace, kingdom, king and queen, and so on. And the story is to entertain the children, and this story is impossible because there's no way that someone can fall into a deep sleep just by pricking the finger with a spindle. And what else? Oh, and maybe we thought that the writer wanted to tell the parents that they should avoid their children from something new that could be dangerous. You know, like in this story, it's spindle for the little princess. And then our discussion come next to asking why. It's all started with question why. So, why would a princess who is in his predictive life, who is perfect, has everything beautiful, wise, charming, just sleep in his entire life? I mean, until the prince comes. Why is he sleeping? Why not? It's just, you know, it's just a spindle, a little prick in finger, and then he just sleep and then wait for the prince. Why should she do that? I mean, you know? So the writer has a hidden agenda that he wants to tell to the reader. That at that time, as a girl, they just should sit quietly, wait patiently for a man to approach her, to take her. But actually, you know, women have their rights to do what they want. They don't have just to wait, you know. They have to use their productivity to their life. So in this reading circle, we do that kind of discussion. We not just read it. We not only read, okay, the story of Sleeping Beauty, we read blah 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 blah, and then not something like that. We discuss. We discuss until the tiniest point of the story. So that's the example of the story of Sleeping Beauty. What about that? Do you think that's amazing? Yeah, right? I was amazed at first too. I don't think that simple story could have deep meaning behind it. Okay. So what can you get from RCC? Why should I join RCC? What can I get from RCC? So you can improve your English, of course, because we interact with English. So we can learn English, we can get new English, and we can enrich vocabulary because we have word master, so we can get new vocabulary from each reading, and then we will improve our critical thinking. You know, like when we discuss the story, we will think, oh, what is the story about? Okay, so we will improve our critical thinking. And then, all right, now here's the reading circle community blog. You can see, you can search UNP Reading Circle Community.blogspot.co.id. So please open this blog, and you can also join our discussion. You know, there's a comment section in that blog. So you just what do you think about our discussion? So you can join too. You can comment, or you can give a comment, you can give a suggestion, anything. Okay? So that's about RCC. So what I want to tell you is that reading, even though it's just reading a children's story, it's not merely reading. We can dig deeper in that story. We can get something, we can get many things from it. So let's start reading from children's story and discuss it. Maybe you can discuss it here in Reading Circle, or maybe you can just discuss it with some of your friends. So that's what I want to tell you about Reading Circle community. I hope you will join our discussion. Okay, that's all. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Miss Nisa, for the
have no money at all in your pockets. So you will think about yourself that why your parents doesn't transfer it later, and then you start to think that I have to find a job. So I'm really sure that if you are a student or if you ever been a student, so I'm really sure that you ever got this experience or these situations. So what will you do at the time? You have no money. Lend to your friends? Maybe. Or you will find a job.
Probably.
What kind of job you want to try? Part-time job, for example, like serve in a restaurant, but you are a student. It means that you have many tasks to do, something like what 1,000 tasks that you have, collections. So yeah, so there is no time for that. But now I will try to solve this problem by how to solve it. That is your writing. So this is a big solution for you, because maybe you never realize that your writing is a brilliant thing that you ever had before, but you never try. Many people say that writing is very difficult. Yes, it is. But if you never try, who knows? Who knows that you can't write? I have no idea. Yeah, maybe no idea if you don't think much about that. I think ideas is everywhere. So when you enjoy it and you taste how to be a writer, I know you can get what you want. Yeah, next. Yeah. And then why I have to say that the good job is be a writer. Not the good job, but the suitable one for a student. Because as a student, we need time to do anything. So by writing, you just stay home, sit on your seat in front of laptop or with your writing book, with your pen. That's it. While you're working, you can also eat some snacks or drink coffee or many else. You can do anything. Next. And then from writing, you can express yourself. Do your freestyle. Let's start from next. How to start? Yeah, write your own activity first. Have you ever brought the diary book?
Yes.
Diary? Yeah.
Yes.
That's the beginning of writing. When you, for example, today, what are you going to do? In Toastmaster, so write it down in the night, and after that, tomorrow morning or the next day, you will try to write another. So after that, you will have a taste. You will make the writing become your behavior next. So why this can earn money? Because you can send it to newspaper. You can send it to another media. You can get free from that. Even that's not the big one or the most make you rich, no. But it's suitable for you to buy your own food for every day. Yeah, that's it. And then after that, you will find yourself, for example, like in newspaper. You find yourself in newspaper, and also you will find your own writing in your book. Maybe if you want to create a book or you want to create something, an article. This is one of my writing. So I wrote about her biography of her because at the time she was an exchange student from India, and then I write about her. Well, truly we can get free from this, or maybe you want to make your own book. This is not a good book at all, but at least you can find your name here. find your name here. So that's why I think writing is very interesting. And if you want to create short story or anything else or poem, you will make your knowledge become wide and wider than before. And then, one thing that you must avoid is laziness. Why? Because that's the real enemy of yours. You know, something that you have to fight in every day. I know several of you can write, but you are too lazy to do that.
Yes.
So how to make it? How to make it be true? So, yeah, get the right knowledge from that, earn your own good like that, and then there is a will, there is a way. If you want to try, you can get what you want, and there will be another way, wide way for you to get your own writing. So please enjoy writing and let's do that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Mala, for the amazing speech. Okay, after we heard the 7 speaker speech, I'll invite Ms. Ai as the well-prepared speech about weather for Mr. Dedi, Ms. Dia, Ms. Rani, Ms. Rizky, and Ms. Olga. So, Ms. Ai, the time is yours.
So, hello, all fellow members. What a great, what an extravagant speech and sophisticated speaker that we have today, right? And everybody has done their job very, very good. There's delivered the speech very nice, and there is so many things, many good things that I want to tell you. We start from Mr. Dedi. The nice thing that I got from your speech is your nice presentation, Mr. Dedi. You put some pictures to cover your idea, to explain about your family, yourself, and your hobby. It's a very nice supporting idea. And then you also have a strong self-confidence and have some jokes to interact with your audience. And something that you can do to make your speech better, maybe you can give some videos or bring an instrumental karaoke instrument to show us about it, how to use an instrument, a karaoke instrument. And then we come to Miss Gia. Miss Gia, I also like the way you deliver the speech. Your slide explains to us about Sawalunto. You give us about the history of Sawalunto too. And maybe if we come to Sawalunto, you will be our guide to guide us to another tourism spot there. And something that you can do to make your speech better, maybe you can make your speech more interactive by asking some questions to your audience, maybe? Yeah, something like that. And there are 3 more speakers here. Actually, this is really make me surprised and get amazed because Miss Rani, Miss Rizky, and Miss Surya, actually I thought they will deliver the project work, but they do the project test in this time. So it's kind of improvement, really significant improvement for our speakers today. Give applause for our Miss Rani actually gives some information about how to sorting the organic and organic waste. So we know some information about it and also provide some pictures to provide your ideas. It's really good. And something that can make your speech different, maybe you will decrease your
your notes, maybe, and also should be very prepared when conveying your message. And for Miss Rizky and Miss Surga, because of you, we know a little bit about industrial engineering. So thank you very much for the information that you will give today. And I think to make your speech be better, let's put a smile in your face to make you relax, and also give some pictures maybe to support your idea. Yeah, I think that's all for my evaluation, Miss Toastmaster.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Ari. And now I invite Ms. Nessa as the first speech moderator for Ms. Lisa and Ms. Mala to report them. Ms. Nessa, thank you first.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for the Toastmaster. I'd like to tell you a little bit about the evaluation for Miss Nisa and also Miss Mala. First, let's talk about Miss Nisa's performance. I love how she tried to convey the information to us, because it's actually not something new anymore, because she talked about it, you know, like 4 times and 3 times before, but still the performance, she can keep the enthusiasm of the audience to listen to her speech, because it's still interesting though, and the information also really informative, and she tried to interact with the audience. And the thing that Miss Lisa could have done differently to make it better is maybe, where's Miss Lisa? If you want to use flow chart to explain the storyline of your project, so how do you conduct the RCC, and with making arrows, for example, so we know what comes first and what comes next. Yeah. So, but the overall speech was really interesting. I really appreciate your performance. Okay. And for Miss Mala, what Miss Mala explained to us before could be the thing that all of us as a student came across with. So I believe that we've been to that situation when we have no money at all. So yeah, we need to think hard to find a way how can we get the money, and how can we get how can we survive for that day. And also, so that's why I believe that the speech is really informative and really beneficial, especially for us as a student. And also, I really like the content. And we all know that writers sometimes mysterious. So if you could remember the slide of Miss Gumala's presentation was a little bit mysterious, just black and white, right? Yeah, that's okay. But if you are interested in, maybe you could make it more colorful and with some pictures on it, and also with some articles that you have written, so we can see it clearly, more clearly, and yeah, so that you can deliver the idea with more proof to the audience. Okay, I think that's all, and I really appreciate all of the speakers, and also to another speakers, Miss Suga and also Miss Rizky, that delivered Project 8. Yeah, so that was really good, and congratulations for all of the speakers. And I will.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Nessa. And now I invite the evaluator from the speech, Ms. Lisa and Mr. Dedi.
Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm Anissa, and my
Cairo. You have done a very good job. Congratulations. There's not many mistakes that you do anymore. It's much better than before. Well done. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Dedi and Ms. Nina. So, ladies and gentlemen, now let's invite Ms. Rifa to report as the learner today.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. I am Rifa, examination today. I will report you about use which is extravagant the word today. For the import to speech, Mr. Madat, Mr. Dedi, you don't use the word today. And Miss Gia, you once times use the word of the day. And Miss Rifa and Mr. Dian and Mr. Khairul not use the word in the day. Next, for the prepared speech, our speakers is Miss Gia, Miss Rani, Mr. Dedi, Miss Surga, Miss Rizky, Miss Lisa, and Miss Mala. You are not use the word of the day. Okay, guys. Thank you very much for your attention.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Rifa. And the next report from Ms. Dia as our counter today. Ms. Dia.
After we heard all of the speakers delivered the speech, I will report the frequent of the fillers that you use. If you utter many times filler, it's okay. Don't worry about it as long as your audience can understand about what you're saying, and it shall be better if you use filler when you speak. Okay? I'm beginning from the impromptu speech. Mr. Dedi produces one fillers such as Mr. Madat produces one fillers such as Miss Gia produces two fillers such as Miss Rifa produces two fillers such as Mr. Cairo produces two fillers such as Mr. Dian produces five fillers such as then we come to preferred speech speakers. Mr. Dedi seven produces Mr. Dedi produces seven fillers such as Miss Gia produces four fillers such as Miss Rani produces eight fillers such as Miss Surga produces seven fillers such as Miss Rizky produces six fillers such as Miss Gumala produces four fillers such as Anissa produced 3 pillars such as, I will give it back to Madam Toastmaster. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Dia. And now I invite Mr. Mardat to report the speaker's time in delivering speech. Mr. Mardat, kindly speak.
Okay. Good afternoon. Well done, everyone. I will give my report. Working from the speech. Number 1, I have spent time 39 seconds. Number 2, Mr. Dedi, you have spent time 50 seconds. Number 3, Miss Gia, you have spent time 18 seconds. Number 4, Miss Rifa, you have spent time 28 seconds. Number 5, Mr. Bianca. Number 6, Mr. Khairul, you have spent time 53 seconds. And for prepared speech, number 1, Mr. Dedi, you have spent time 4 minutes 38 seconds. Number 2, Miss Gia, you have spent time 2 minutes 20 seconds. Number 3, Miss Rani, you have spent time 3 minutes 35 seconds. Number 4, Miss Rizky, you have spent time 3 minutes 40 seconds. Number 5, Miss Surga, you have spent time 1 minute 50 seconds. Number 6, Miss Anissa, you have spent time 10 minutes 45 seconds. Number 7, Miss Manga, you have spent time 6 minutes 21 seconds. Back to
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mardat. And for the last evaluation, I invite Ms. Milda as our general evaluator to tell us about our evaluation. Milda, the floor is yours.
Thank you for Miss Ayu for coming to our final meeting, Miss. Final meeting today, and also Miss Eka and Miss Bu Eka. Miss Eka. Thank you for coming today, Miss. And also thank you for all of us, the fellow members, and also the Toastmasters, and also the table topic masters, the grammarian, counter, timer, and also our evaluator. Thank you for all. Thank you. I would like to say a few words about our activity this afternoon. I would like to say that we all have done a great job. We all have used sophisticated sentences in our sentences and also in our speeches, and it's good. that we have moved to an advanced level to be a public speaker ourselves. So thank you. And also I would like to say that the Toastmaster has done a great job to lead our table topic session and also to invite our speakers, six speakers, and also thank you for being a very sophisticated table topic master for today. And also for our master, Miss Naya, thank you. You have done a very good job from the first day until today. Another applause, please. If there is something that I believe can be done differently today and will be, to give us the betterment for our next performance, here I got a few notes. The first thing is that I heard before that English, it should be pronounced English. Maybe there is some, because we are nervous to stand in front of here, because I myself are nervous right now. So maybe we have some error in that. So maybe next time we will have that corrected. English is English. And also the second one, I have noted here that countdown, it's actually spelled or pronounced countdown, but some of us has pronounced it can down. It should be count down. Thank you. And also for the word left, we should make a betterment pronunciation. It should before it's pronounced lift, while in fact it should be left. It's spelled L-E-F-T. It's pronounced left. And also I made a note that him not guitarist before. It should be he was not a guitarist before, because he is the subject here. We use he, not him. So it should be he was not a guitarist before. And the last one, I made a note here that before I heard children, it should be a child or a kid, because children are plural there. Thank you all. We have done a great job today. Thank you, Miss Eka, Miss Eta, and Miss Ayu for coming. I will give back to Miss Toastmaster.
Okay, thank you, Miss Bilda. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to announce who is the best speaker of the day. We start from impromptu speech. The best speaker for impromptu speech goes to Mr. Cairo. Now, the best speaker of prepared speech goes to Mr. Eddie. Bagus.
Simbol saja. Pasti.
Foto bersama dengan pemenang.
Biasanya kita ketemu dengan presiden dulu baru kita foto bersama nanti. Kita kembalikan ke presiden aja ya.
Okay, thank you for Miss Ayu and Miss Ella. And I think it's a great job. And thank you for your attention and your participation. And now I'll give back the control to our president, Mr. Dedi. And thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. I think it's so amazing or great activity today. Thank you very much for participating in our activity today. Now I close the meeting.
Ah,